Okay, so welcome to Puro Laro, episode 9. So ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon medyo maduguto kasi marami kaming mga hinaing na sasabihin ngayong episode na to. So this
Mga
episode
galit.
is all mga galit. So this episode is all about gaming business models. Siyempre, alam naman natin na karamihan ng games natin binibili natin. May iba dyan free to play and all that. Pero ang tanong, paano ba kumikita talaga itong mga gaming companies na to? Ano ba talaga? Bayad lang ba? Doon lang ba sila pwedeng kumita or what not? So pag-uusapan natin ano yung mga magagandang effects or magagandang pinagpupuntahan ng binabayad natin sa kanila at yung medyo not so good. O sabihin na natin, masama talaga yung ginawa nila eh. So yun. So pag-uusapan natin yun. Pero just a word of warning nga pala sa mga listeners is marami tayong jargon ngayon, pero don't worry. I-explain namin yung mga terms na sasabihin namin. Kasi medyo technical tong episode na to. Unlike previous episodes na medyo light and all that. Medyo napapanahon lang na kailangan pag-usapan kasi nga maraming nangyayari ngayon na karamihan ng mga gamers hindi nila alam or wala silang pake. Pero malaki yung impact kasi pagdating sa gaming industry. Host natin ngayon, of course, si Rainier, the return of the comeback again.
Yes, kamusta everyone? Andito na naman ako.
Ayan. Tapos of course, ang aking silent partner, si John.
Hello.
Saan tayo magsisimula? So, let's just start with how we will separate these types of game. Of course, let's start with what we call pay-to-play. Pag sinabing pay-to-play, ito yung mga games na bayad ka muna. Ibig sabihin, these are the games that we usually know na, let's say, ang isang game like Diablo or Overwatch, may cost yan. Bago ka makapaglaro online or offline, bago ka makapaglaro niyan, magbabayad ka muna. Traditionally, CDs, bilhin natin sa usual stores natin, Data Blitz, iTech, yan.
Normally, mga $60 yan.
Oo, $60. Ito, mga 2,500, 3,000, depende. So, kung PlayStation 4 ka, umaabot na ngayon ng mga 2,800, di ba? Ang mamahal na eh.
Grabe.
#inflation, di ba? O nga pala dyan, ano ba ngayon? Talk like a pirate day ngayon ba? Arr, matey. Okay, paano ba magsalita ang piratang Pinoy?
Piratang Pinoy. Parang wala pa tayo nakita ang piratang Pinoy.
Alam ko, wag ka lang kikilos. Yun lang yun, di ba?
Yung mga pirata. Labas niya mga wallet, ganun?
Oo, labas mga pirata. Kaya mga mura yan, sir. Bili ka.
DVD.
Mga Green Hills Boys and all that. Anyway, balik tayo sa pay-to-play. So, ito yung mga game na like I said, binabayaran natin. Dito, locally, magbabayad tayo, punta tayo sa store, bili tayo ng CD. Yan, sa mga experience na yun, mga magulang dyan na parang gusto nang dumaan lang sila napabili na ng game. Yan po yung mga Tapos, after that, you can play the game. Wala nang no holds barred na pwede mo nang laruin. Which is the traditional and the normal way of we know it. Pero merong mga games, katulad ng mga MMOs, na yes, bibigyan kanila ng time. Actually, I think 30 days, di ba dyan, usually? Or depende sa Depende sa pag-purchase mo ng MMO, may free ka na mga 30 days. After that, may subscription. So initially, ito yung mga traditional, mga one-time fee lang to, bayad ka, laro ka na. Tapos, ang sunod niyan, yung subscription. Sa World of Warcraft, I think $14.99, di ba dyan?
$14.99.
$14.99. A month, oo.
A month yan. Or it's $72 if you pay the whole year. May discount.
Ito yung mga bundle, yung mga bundle discounts nila na parang bayad ka na ng bulto. Diba? Bulto mo na.
Bayaran mo na.
6 months ka na, wala ka ng problema, mas mura pa. So, marketing ploy as usual, pero syempre it secures, yun nga, yung sinasabi natin kinikita ng mga gaming publishers, gaming developers na to na at least meron akong siguradong nakapagbayad na ng 6 months. Diba?
Ito i-calculate mo, Jamie. Kung 10 million subscribers ang WoW at $72 a year, magkano yun a year?
Yun lang. 10 million? Laki masyado. Pinagkalkulan mo ako dito Pinagkalkulan mo ako.
Kinalculate talaga, no?
Grabe. Hindi ko na
A
alam
year yan, ha? Cash
Yan
cow
ang
nila
kinikita
yan.
niya.
Yan ang
Oo.
tinatawag na cash cow.
Exactly. So, yan pa lang yung game na binili plus subscription, 'di ba? So subscription, ito yung kinikita ng kaya napakayaman po ng Blizzard, which is now Activision Blizzard. So malaki yung kinikita na itong kumpanya na to. So they can, pag nag-request ang isang customers nila, as long as yung consensus or majority gusto nito ganyan, magre-release sila ng kasi kaya nila magbayad ng tao. And yeah, we can see that there's a what I call this, a quality ng products nila, sa quality ng mga games, okay, na nilalabas nila. Which is great, 'di ba? May mga bagong IP. By the way, guys, pag sinabi nating IP, hindi ibig sabihin internet protocol to, hindi ito yung address mo sa So pag pinag-usapan natin ngayon, we mentioned IP anywhere sa podcast na to, it just means intellectual property. So, halimbawa, franchise ng Diablo. Yan, Diablo isang IP yan. Oo.
Tomb Raider, ganun.
Tomb Raider, yan.
Star
Isang
Trek.
IP. Oo, yan. 'Di ba? So, kahit maglabas sila ng Star Trek 2, Star Trek 3, ganyan, isang IP pa rin 'yon. 'Di ba? Pero pag nag-iba yan, let's say Star Trek New Generations, bagong IP yan. Yan, basta naiba siya ng pangalan and all that, IP. So ito naman, batas to, law to, that you have to name your games and all that. So they call it intellectual property, which is on all creations naman yan. So yun.
Kaya sa sobrang dami ng pera ng Blizzard, ayaw maglabas ng Diablo 4 eh. Dahil
Bakit?
ayoko pa. Bakit akong lalabas? Dahil pa pera. Saka na.
So on a business standpoint, yun eh. Parang doon na yung risk and all that. Maglalabas ba tayo? Ganyan. Speaking of paglalabas, pag sinabi natin pay to play, whether subscriptions or one-time fee, dito na papasok yung mga expansions na tinatawag. Diba? So, katulad ng pang ilan na ba dyan? Ang expansion ng
7 na ata.
7 expansions. So, pero isipin mo naman, sinabi nga ni Rainier kanina 'di ba, 10 million players.
So, na yan, mababa na yan. That's like, I think their lowest to date or something.
Oo.
Or baka lower pa, pero before it was higher.
Oo, $72 a year. 'Di ba? 10 million players. Ilan yan sa isang taon? So malaking pera yan na generally ginugulo. I mean, the players want more. Hindi pa rin nagsasawa ang mga tao kakalaro ng World of Warcraft. Sige, labas pa tayo ng expansion. Diba? Pero it just keeps yung life ng game longer. Kasi let's say maganda talaga ang isang game. Pero yung mga tao parang ito na yon, tapos mag-aantay na kami ng part 2. Parang, 'di ba? Parang ang pangit naman nun. Kasi usually, 'di ba, Ranger, you can attest to this, 'di ba? Years ang almost half a decade ang development ng isang game, 'di ba?
Yes. Depends, pero yeah.
Depends sa type ng game, 'di ba?
Pero yung mga bigger games, almost like up to 5 years possibly.
Oo. Yung 'di ba? Metal Gear yata. Hindi, yung isang Final Fantasy 15 is like what, a decade in the making.
Sobrang tagal naman nun.
Pero kasi
pero true.
Ni-release siya sa ibang title tapos inulit nila. Ngayon, Final Fantasy 15 na. Diba? So, yun. May mga ganyan, 10 years ginagawa. So, may kita mo na lang yung how are they gonna plan para kumita. Kasi syempre, sa 10 years na yan, yung mga nagde-develop o yung mga nagtatrabaho ng mga encoder dyan, yung mga IT nagtatrabaho dyan, binabayaran nila for 10 years. Pero yung produkto nila, hindi pa nabibenta. Diba?
Wala pa dyan yung wala pa dyan yung, kasi 10 years, diba? So, kung kunyari, biglang nag-iba yung trend, tapos yung balak nilang gawin ay parang hindi na po pwede. Change direction.
Exactly. Isa pa yun. Ibig sabihin, ginawa mo siya para sa, let's say, PlayStation 3. PlayStation 4 na, hindi mo pa tapos yung laro mo. So,
bago na naman.
Upgrade mo yung mga tech mo. Diba? So, sakit talaga sa ulo niya.
Industry news para sa mga nakikinig. There's the difference between China development in China and the US. So if a game would cost $10 million to develop sa US, it will only take 10% in China, which is only $1 million. Kaya what happens is development goes to China.
Correct, di ba? I mean, ano na to eh. Ito yung advantage ng mga Asian.
Parang ka nag-outsource, ganun.
Oo, exactly. Ito yung advantage. Kahit naman sa Pilipinas, masasabi natin yan na parang magkano ang isang tsinelas sa tindahan, di ba? Punta pagdating sa States, ang tawag nila flip-flops. Di ba?
Hindi ka pangalan.
Havaianas is tsinelas. Di ba?
Sa atin naman baliktad Havaianas is Brazilian, cost $10 lang sa Brazil. Dito grabe pinipilahan, alam mo, napakamahal.
Exactly. Kasi
pero mura lang
ng
sa Brazil.
Nilagyan mo ng brand. Pero tanungin mo kahit sino dyan na gumagawa ng tsinelas dito sa Pilipinas, sasabihin lang sa'yo, mas maganda pa yung gawa namin. Kasi hindi naman hindi nasisira ang Spartan.
Meron pa bang Spartan? Ano ba yun? Ano pa yun? Meron pa, di ba?
Spartan. Islander. So we're talking about difference in regions and everything when it comes to developing games. So it's like I said, it's the same as the real world na pag doon medyo mahal pag binenta nila doon, pero pag ginawa nila dito, it's a fraction of the cost. Kasi nga mababa yung labor, 'di ba? And makakatipid talaga yung mga developers and all that, 'di ba? So yan, we're talking about expansions and how to extend yung life ng isang game.
Okay.
Pero recently, in the probably past 5 years of siguro starting mga 2011 mga ganyan, ang expansion is slowly trickling down. Bihira na yung games na gumagawa ng expansions. So, ano yung ginagawa nila para ma-extend yung game? Ito yung mas murang. Kasi pag nagawa ka ng expansion, ano ba yung nilalaman ng expansion? May bago kang map, may bago kang area, may bago kang story. Lahat yan cost time and money. Diba? So, ano yung mas murang on a, what I call this, on a publisher's mind? Pwede bang mas mabilis? Kasi parang baka mawala sa uso yung game natin, magsawa sila kagad. Paano tayo makakapaglabas ng isang content? Yung nilalaman ng game natin, may extend natin yung life, pero at the same time, hindi naman siya ganun ka-gruesome gawin. Dito pinapasok yung tinatawag nating downloadable content o yung DLC. So, instead na maglabas ka ng expansion, ang ilalabas mo lang, DLC lang. Sabihin parang may bago lang quest, may bagong ganyan, may bagong map. Pwedeng may bagong map lang yan, DLC lang eh. May bagong, let's say kung mga katulad ng Counter-Strike, mga ganyan, Rainbow Six Siege, yung mga online multiplayer game, all you need is a DLC. Extend mo na. Kasi why? Kasi may bagong inad sa game. Di ba? Medyo magrarant na ako ngayon Kasi pagdating sa DLC ngayon, ang number one question kasi, well, not just only on my end, pero most of the gaming media agree on this, is that bakit hindi mo sinama tong content na to at launch?
Yan na. Gagalit na
Especially kung yung base game ay parang incomplete ang dating.
Exactly. Diba?
Kasi bibilin mo yung deluxe edition for $120. Kompleto siya.
Exactly. So, isipin mo yun parang ang DLC, how much does it cost? Usually, minsan ranging from 12 to like almost 24 or double it, diba? Mga $24 yung DLC. Hindi siya pwedeng maging $60 din for a DLC. Tinapon yan. Alam ng mga publishers yan. So, mautak sila, they'll meet you halfway. So, parang, sige, kalahati ng game tong tapos pag naglabas kami ng expansion, pwedeng full price. Diba? Full price, $59.99. So, yan yung usual na laro pagdating sa pagbayad sa DLC. Pero ang tanong nga kasi, bakit itong content na to napakaliit? Itong mapa na to, bakit nyo pa ginawa? Kung pwede naman yung i-add. Kasi nga, ang number one consensus ng mga gamers and all that, wala naman kaming pakialam kung nadi-delay yung game eh. 'Di ba? Wala kaming, ang mga gamers do not care if you delay a game na in-announce mo ng E3 2014 pa, 2018 hindi pa rin gawa. It doesn't matter. Basta maganda yung kalabasan. Ibig sabihin, wag nyo
sanay na tayo dun sa delay.
Oo, kasi ibig sabihin, nagdi-delay. I mean, I think it was, I forgot his name, sa Nintendo. 'Di ba? A game delayed is mas maganda daw. Kasi alam mong meron pang nakita yung team, yung development team na parang ay hindi pa perfecto. So hindi natin ma-meet yung deadline ng launch natin, i-announce na lang natin na i-delay. So magiging consensus yan among the publisher, tapos punta na sila sa marketing and sa PA nila or yung public affairs nila. Kasi i-announce na nila na parang okay, delayed na yung game. So yan na, magpe-press con sila or whatever na delayed yung game nila. Or maglalabas sila ng news article na parang delayed yung game namin. Which is okay lang sa parang sasabihin lang ng game, ay sayang no, hindi pa pala lalabas. Kailan pa ba yan? Pero walang gamer, no gamer ever said na parang ayoko na ng game na yan kasi ang tagal ko na nag-aantay. Hindi pag lumabas pa rin yan, pag-aagawan pa rin yan.
Except siguro Star Citizen. Dahil ang tagal talaga.
Pupunta ka doon kagad.
Backtrack.
Pero maganda yan. Pag-uusapan din natin yan.
Mamaya. Mag-aaway na tayo dito.
Mga tinatawag nating Kickstarter. Ayan. So, mamaya. Pag-uusapan natin yan. So ngayon, yan nga, DLCs. So, yan yung number one question. Pero ang kasi, what do you call this? Ang healing lang ng mga gamers, parang sana sinama nyo na lang. Is it really that important to add it or do we have to pay for a DLC? Kasi minsan may mga DLC na nagiging game changer. Ibig sabihin, hindi siya expansion. It's acting like an expansion wherein, pag hindi ka bumili ng DLC na to, naiwan ka na sa lahat ng, ibig sabihin, everyone has this particular feature na, kasi bumili sila ng DLC, may particular feature sila na ginagawa yung mga dati mong kalaro, hindi ka pa bumibili ng DLC, wala ka nun. Lahat sila pumupunta na sa mapa na yon. So hindi ka makapunta doon kasi nasa base game lang yung hawak mo. Which is parang forced on your throat na parang, wala, kailangan mong bilhin itong DLC. Yan yung medyo na nagagalit yung mga gamers na parang, naman.
Gated content.
Exactly. And it hides behind the paywall. Yung tinatawag natin paywall na parang bago ka makaalpas dyan, bayad ka muna. Which is wrong and very devious pagdating sa
I have a view there. Kasi I think, di ba, matagal na, for how long na, ang standard na game is at $60. Medyo matagal na eh. Ngayon, I think, the publishers kesa sa increase nila yung main game na let's say 70 or 80 or 100, which is it sounds too much kasi nga 60 pa rin yung parang di ba, parang pag nag-release ang Zelda 60, Mario parang yun yung norm so ang gagawin nila 60 lang talaga ang norm, tapos syempre para more kita, syempre inflation, everything. Sige, 60 to, pero doon tayo kikita sa DLC, sa whatever, ganyan.
Well, understood yun. Understood talaga yan. I mean, we understand na hindi ka pwede mag-raise ng prices. Kasi normal, economical, parang diba? Parang Eco 101 to. So parang, hindi ka, pag ito yung normal market price, di ka pwedeng magtaas yan kasi lugi ka. Di ba? Di ka pwede, kung ano lang yung market price, di ka pwede magtaas yan kasi malulugi ka talaga as a business. Di ba? Baga parang, pag nagbenta ka ng turon, dapat kasing presyo lang sa SM, di ka pwedeng mag 20 pesos.
15.
Mag 30 pesos kasi anong laman ng pareho lang naman ng, di ba? Pareho lang naman ng iba. So why would we pay?
Yung kuya dun sa opisina, 20 ang niya, turon niya.
Oo, the only
pero
time...
convenient, kaya may mga nagbabayad.
Exactly. Pero the only time that you can do that if you have monopoly of the market. Ibig sabihin, ako lang nagbebenta nito eh.
Tama.
Diba? Ako lang nagbebenta nito for how many miles. So pwede ako mag-raise ng prices. Diba? So yun lang yung yun lang yung exception to the rule pag taas ka ng prices. Pero kung you're selling the same, kasi the genres in video games is all made. Wala nang original, bihira yung original genre ngayon, di ba? Parang, di ba? So, gawa na siya. Ibig sabihin parang, if you sell it more, you'll go out. So, yun yung ginagawa nila. Chop-chopin nila yung game, DLC na lang namin. Di ba? Pero merong isang developer na parang, di ba, middle finger up niya talaga sa mga gumagawa na ito is yung CD Projekt Red. Bakit? Di ba? Kasi nung nilaunch nila yung game, now The Witcher 3, which is one of the best games that has been ever made, lahat ng DLC niya libre. So sinabi niya talaga at launch na parang, you buy our game, our DLCs will be free. Because we're not gonna do that to you as pinangkilik niyo yung game namin. So, you deserve this. As a thank you to all those who tinangkilik na. Kasi maliit lang sila na studio eh. Pero they made the game, a AAA game na mas maganda pa sa kahit anong lumabas noong taon na yon. Diba?
Pinapatamaan ba nila si EA or something?
Oo, hindi lang si EA. Lahat ng nag-release doon. Kaya, game changer siya eh. Na parang, diba? Hindi, malami kayong pera, kami wala. Pero kaya namin gawin to. So, ngayon? Diba? So, kaya mahal na mga ng gaming community ang CD Projekt Red because of what they do to, tulad ngayon, they're releasing a game, Cyberpunk 2077. Pag sumasagot sila sa mga questions ng mga media and everything, straight answer. Hindi corporate answer na parang, we're looking into that. We might ganyan, we might parang binobola-bola lang nila yung mga sagot. Sila parang, hindi, wala talaga sa amin yung game. Kasi gusto namin ganito yung namin. So pag nirelease namin yan, medyo mag-iiba yung storya. Diba? So hindi yun yung target namin. So talagang honest sila in everything. Tsaka transparent. Lahat ng sinasabi nila. Pero yun nga, kung kayang gawin ng isang maliit na developer, katulad ng CD Projekt, na ilibre lahat ng DLC. And this DLC is, hindi to joke as in, bagong, mga cosmetic items, bagong mga quests, and everything, na importante rin sa storyline, na pag hindi mo hindi mo makukuha yung gamit na yun. Meron siya mga items na kailangan makuha. And everything. Tapos, sa mga iba, cosmetics and all that, hindi na pinabayad sa So, yun yung question, bakit yung EA, bakit yung Activision kailangan mag. Kasi, ang number one, isa sa mga, bukod sa EA, isa sa mga, what do you call this, evil na game pagdating sa DLC.
Neutral evil na tayo, chaotic evil.
Lawful evil siguro to kasi syempre sumunod naman sila pero medyo devious di ba?
Lawful.
So sila, itong game ng Activision na Destiny. So ito yung pinaka-devious sa lahat. Kasi why? Nobody knows what Destiny is when it first launched. Ngayon may Destiny 2 na pero at launch
just talking about yung Destiny.
Just the initial game, yeah. Just the initial game, Destiny. So, when Destiny launched, everybody was excited because it was made by Bungie, the makers of Halo. Diba? So, lahat tuwang-tuwa parang, wow! Bungie, ang gumawa niyan, gumawa sila ng Halo, which is a market success. Critically acclaimed talaga yung Halo. So, gumawa sila ng bagong game. At sinabi nila online to and all that. Tapos parang futuristic din yung design and everything. So excited na yung mga tao. Kasi syempre, Halo was not only known for its story, it was also known for its multiplayer sessions. Shoulder to shoulder to kasama ng Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 eh. So ganun kagaganda yung multiplayer niya. But the thing is, when it launched, it was under poor reception. Meaning, so ito na to. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play this game several times kasi it's a grind fest. Meaning, it's an instance game. Pupunta ka sa isang mapa, tatapusin mo yung mission, makukuha mo yung item doon. Kung makuha mo, kasi under RNG siya. Or, uulitin mo ulit hanggang sa makuha mo yung item na gusto mo. And you're gonna do that for several maps. Tapos the story was like bitin. So yun ang medyo problema sa Destiny because bitin yung story and ang ginawa nila is nag-release sila ng DLC they say to continue the story. Pero the story of the base game was never continued. Pero just because it was so popular, people didn't care. They were just in with the RNG. They were in with the RNG, by the way, para sa mga listeners, random number generator. Ito yung, let's say, meron kang chest. Hindi mo alam kung anong nasa laman ng chest na yon. Yun yung program na nag-generate kung ano yung makukuha mo. Kung ano yung makukuha mo na item, legendary ba siya, or ganyan. So, depende sa participation mo kung makukuha mo legendary or what.
So, parang nag-roll ka ng dice.
Yun, para ka nag-roll ng dice, di ba? So, prevalent din yan isa sa mga nag-start niyan is yung WoW, yung World of Warcraft. Kasi, di ba, parang pupunta ka sa isang dungeon, tapos tatapusin nyo, papatayin nyo yung boss and everything. At the end, meron kayong prize. Of course, meron kayong chest para makuha niyo yung mga weapons, items na kailangan nyo. So, doon papasok yun na kung sino yung magro-roll ng dice, sino yung makakuha ng pinakamaganda. Tama ba dyan?
Mm-mm.
Yun yung ginagawa nila sa Destiny. But the thing is, Destiny was still a good game. The gameplay was okay. The technology was awesome. Everything was there for a great game. Except they fell short of yung core story ng game.
Kumbaga, kulang yung story points, ganun?
Oo, kulang yung story. Bitin talaga. Kasi parang, what's the purpose of you as the character being you? Diba? Anong point mo sa game? Ano ka ba? Sino ka ba? Ganyan. Diba? Ang tawag sa'yo, guardians and everything. Pero, ano yung point? Diba? Nagkaroon pa sila ng mga controversy kasi one of the voice actors there was I forgot his name.
Anong movie?
Ano to? Game of Thrones.
Lalaki, babae?
Yung midget.
Si Tyrion Lannister?
Oo, siya yung isa sa mga voice actors which he was playing like a robot guide. Pero sobrang dull nung acting niya na eventually they opted to change him to a more generic one na may acting ng konti na parang nasashock. Kasi parang masyadong kalmado in the thing. His voice was great, but the acting was bad. So parang di ba? Parang nagbayad kayo ng mahal para dyan. Tapos wala rin, hindi rin, di ba? So yun, that's Destiny is the number one culprit pagdating sa bad DLC plan. That's basically the gist of the DLC. I'm not saying it's bad. It could be better. If they're not going for expansions and they're just going for DLC, I think the DLC should be, in my opinion, kailangan may impact man lang. May impact man lang sa game. May impact man lang. Masabi man lang na parang worth it yung binayad mo para kumuha ka ng DLC.
Para dun sa mga fans ng Dead or Alive, na mga suckers for paying DLC bikinis, bayad sila ng bayad. Isa na ako dun. You have a choice naman eh. Kung gusto mo talaga, gusto mo yung damit, gusto mo yung bikini ni Ayane, ni Kasumi, and then bibili ka talaga.
So parang as long as a DLC isn't a game changer, it's just for basically cosmetic. Kasi may mga ganyan, mga ninja pack, mga ganyan, di ba? Ninja pack DLC. Gusto mong magmukhang ninja, yan, bili mo yung DLC na yan. So more of options and how it's brought into the game as long as it doesn't change. Hindi yung, buti pa siya may DLC na gano'n. Hindi ko tuloy magawa yung quest na yon kasi tapos yung quest na yon is parang importante pala para sa lahat tapos wala kang DLC. So ma-force kang bumili ng DLC tapos pag makikita mo parang hindi ko naman pala ito yung kailangan. Diba? Na marketing
once we move on to mga MMOs, I'll talk about Path of Exile because they're one of the best free-to-play tapos cosmetics lang. Mamaya pag-usapan natin yan.
Sige. Actually, malapit na tayo pumunta doon. So, we're going to the last part or probably the last aspect of having a pay-to-play game. Meaning, yun nga, yung pag bumili ka, pag binili mo yung game, lalaroin mo na siya. So, ito yung medyo cringy aspect sa akin. which is pre-orders. Ikaw, Rainier, alam ko, victim ka ng mga pre-orders and everything, di ba? Shut up and take my money ka, di ba?
Wait. I don't consider me as a victim. I am willingly giving them my money because I support them.
Connoisseur.
So, ang akin naman, I don't have an issue with pre-orders kasi nga it's a marketing scheme and I understand how it works. Why? So explain lang natin just a little bit kung bakit ba naisipan ng mga publishers ang pre-order. So pre-order usually is to secure kasi syempre publishing company to, let's say as big as EA, 'di ba? May mga shareholders to. So pag in-announce nila sa isang meeting nila, sa isang like quarterly meeting, anong lalabas natin ng mga game. Ito ilalabas namin ng mga game. Ito yung cost ng game na yan to make. Let's say $100 million. Okay, yan. So, ang tatanong ng mga shareholders yan parang, ano yung ROI or return of investment namin dyan? Maganda ba talaga yung game na yan? Kasi $100 million ginastos natin yan eh. Di ba? Laki ng ginastos natin yan. So, what security measures you have in place para masabi mo na babalik? So, one of these security measures is pre-orders. Meaning, we're gonna test the market. We're gonna announce a pre-order para tignan natin kung talagang maganda yung marketing. Kasi syempre, it's all about marketing eh. Paano nila minarket yung game, ilalabas nila sa kung saan-saang mga conventions yan, ilalabas nila
marami akong kwento dyan. Sige lang.
So mga trailers, lahat yan, marketing team, lahat yan. Paano mo ano ka pa, meron pa dyan, kadalasan gumagawa dyan sa mga mobile games is parang, paano kung magkaroon ng ingay sa game mo? Ay, di labas mo sa Super Bowl. So magkakaroon kayo ng 30-second Super Bowl ad. Bigyan kayo ng spot. Yan, di ba? So,
kinuha nila si ano pangalan nun? Si Kate Upton.
Oo, si Kate Upton. Tapos pangit naman yung game. Lords of War ba yan?
Diba? Pero astig yung di ba? Yung ad.
Ang ganda ng trailer.
Ganda ng trailer.
Nakakainganyo, di ba? Pero yun nga. Gagastos ang company para dito. Sa 100 million na yun, kasama na dun yung marketing and everything. So, yan, minsan hindi pa. Pero kailangan pa rin ng, sige, gumastos kayo ng ganyan marketing, pero kailangan namin security measures. So, isa dito is pre-order. So, pre-order, testingin nila yung market kung effective ba yung marketing scheme nila. Kasi pag sinabi mong pre-order is available now, pag yung pre-orders mo is umabot na ng hundreds of millions of dollars, nakagad.
Panalo na eh.
Yung mga shareholders parang, magandang game to kasi hindi pa nilo-launch.
Okay ito. Ang daming naloko.
Exactly. Hindi pa nilo-launch. Meron ng mga
bayad diba? Na.
Bayad na. Ibig sabihin, ROI na kaagad, bawi na.
Tama.
Diba? So parang okay na. Pero paano pag hindi nag-work yung marketing scheme? Let's say may negative press kayo, may negative connotation yung game nyo or what. Diba? So, tama na ba yung pre-order? So, syempre yung mga tanong parang, syempre yung isang consumer ka, bibili ka parang, maganda pa talaga yung game? Hindi ako sigurado eh. Kasi pangit yung trailer. Diba? So, pangit yung trailer eh. Pero pre-order is available. May pera ako dito. What's in it for me? Ito yung mga WeFems na tinatawag. What's in it for me? So, eto na ngayon papasok yung mga, pag pre-order ka, meron kang special na item kasi nag-pre-order ka. Ikaw lang meron yan kasi nag-pre-order ka.
Meron kang wallpaper.
Meron kang wallpaper. Meron kang lahat ng soundtrack bibigay namin sa'yo. Yan yung mga para ma-entice ka na parang, sige na nga. Sige na nga. Halfway there na naman ako eh. Gusto ko naman bilhin pero gusto kong antayin yung launch or few days ng launch. Makita ko yung feedback, makita ko yung mga review bago ko bilhin. Pero sige, nilalagay mo yan, sige na nga, kukuha na nga ako.
Ayan. Nako, ang dami ko dyan. Yung Life is Strange, yung one, nung may pre-order siya, parang may discount pag binili mo yung buong episode. Siyempre, bili ako. Pero maganda yung when it came out, Life is Strange was really good. So, sulit yan.
Maganda talaga yun.
Overwatch, pre-order din yan. Well, maganda naman talaga. Ano pa ba? Banner Saga. Pre-order din yan.
Ay, maganda.
Lalabas na yan sa Switch 1, 2, and 3. Naku! Pre-order ulit. Kahit na meron na sa PC. Ito ngayon. Marami naman. I mean that it's worth it. It's worth your money. Kasi maganda talaga yung game. Punta naman tayo ngayon sa No Man's Sky.
Okay.
Binili ko yun. I bought that pre-order kasi the hype was so big. Nasa TV sila, ganon. And then when it came out, it flopped. Hindi complete. Hindi talaga siya tapos na game. Yun ang example ng pre-order but with all the hype, but it's really bad. It's really bad.
Pre-order gone bad yan. So, may mga ganon, no? May mga ganun. Meron ko example. This is coming from one of my favorite developers, which is Creative Arts, yung CA. Sila yung gumagawa ng Total War series. Kaganda ng games na ito. Sobra. Para sa PC to. Sobrang kaganda ng games nila. Nagkamali sila ng decision making pagdating sa isang pre-order. Kasi they lock a specific race. Ito Warhammer 40K. Warhammer lang pala. Warhammer Total War. Sabihin, Warhammer is the second biggest influencer pagdating sa yung mga nakita natin ngayon ng mga RPG, may mga elves, may mga dwarves, may mga ganyan. So sila yung second influencer. Of course, first is Lord of the Rings. So yung Warhammer is based on yung mga Lord of the Rings and expanded further. So, meron ditong humans, yung Empire, merong isa pang set ng humans, may elves, may dwarves and all that. So, para sa mga mahilig sa Warhammer, saka narinig na ng Warhammer, this is a big thing kasi gagawin nila lang Total War. And Total War is, ano ba ang Total War series? Ito yung, kung sino yung mga mahilig manood ng mga Troy, yung mga epic movies dyan na nakikita nyo, mga armies nagbabattle.
Epic battles.
Oo, eto mismo yung game na yon. Kaya mo, kontrolin mo yung mga set of archers mo, kontrolin mo, tapos ililinya mo sila. Gusto mong i-relive yung 300 na movie? Pwede mong gawin dito. Merong Rome Total War na tinatawag, Sparta kayo. Sige, mag-ala 300 kayo kasi sa game naman talaga malalakas yung Spartans eh. Pero yun nga. I mean, 300 versus 10,000. Makakita kayo sa YouTube niyan. Makikita niyo yan. Pero yung naging problem nila is, so may set of races ang Warhammer, which is yung mga elves, dwarves, and all that. So isa sa mga mga antagonist sa game is yung Chaos Horde. So ang ginawa nila, instead na playable race ang Chaos Horde at launch, nilock nila sa pre-order. Hindi mo malalaro ang Chaos Horde pag hindi ka nag-pre-order. Nagwala ngayon ang buong gaming community. Sira ulo kayo. Di ba? Galit na galit.
Yung Chaos. Oo. Yung Chaos parang yan yung kumbaga sa Star Wars Empire. Lahat gusto na Empire.
Oo. Okay, Sith, 'di ba? Sila yung talagang kalaban talaga sila. So
parang forced to eat.
Oo, 'di ba? So parang sinabi mo na parang kumbaga sa Warcraft, 'di ba? Parang sinabi mo na hindi mo pwedeng laruin ng mga orcs kasi ilalak namin kung hindi ka nagbayad. Nagalit nila. Kasi first time nilang nakita ang Creative Arts na naging ganito. Ang publisher ng Creative Arts, isa ring malaking company, Sega.
Sega. Total War Sega.
Ang lang neto, pero since baby ng Creative Arts to, they backtrack na parang, hindi, sige, hindi na namin hindi na namin pre-order, pero you have to wait for it on a DLC. Kasi
talaga? Talagang hindi pa rin sila nag-give in?
Hindi sila nag-give in, pero they wait. Pero the community was agreed on it na parang, hindi, okay lang. DLC naman yan eh. Dahil gusto namin yan, gusto namin laruin yan, babayaran namin yan. Pero hindi kami, kasi may mga tao na ayoko mag-pre-order. Di ba? Ayoko mag-pre-order.
Tama.
Antayin ko yung launch. Kasi mas exciting bumili ng launch, di ba? Pero, di ba? So, itinatanggal mo yung choice na yun sa tao. And once you take a certain choice away from your consumers, you have big trouble. Diba? So ngayon, nilagay nila sa...
Actually, parang Finors, they were forcing people to buy, which is yun ang what people don't want. I'm not gonna, you can't force me to buy it.
Exactly.
Diba? But I'll buy all the, pero bibili ko yung DLC mo pag meron na. Mas gusto nila ganon.
Oo. So
diba?
parang we're buying the game. Isn't that enough? Why are you locking a specific race?
Tama.
Kasi, I mean, the previous Total War series have locked certain factions on DLCs. Ibig sabihin, naglabas sila Rome Total War. So naglabas sila ng Rome and everything. Tapos lahat ng kasama doon, yung mga katabi ng neighbors. Pero hindi namin muna ilalabas yung Middle East. Siguro for some reason na hindi pa ready yung Middle East part. So ganun lang kalit yung mapa. So ilalabas namin yung DLC. Pwede mo na silang laruin ngayon. So okay lang yun. Accepted ng Total War community na ganun yun. Which is fine. Pero yung locking it on a pre-order, ang daya mo naman, pare. Paano?
I think sa ano yun nasa choice pag yung naglabas ng DLC, may choice ka, do you wanna buy it or not?
Exactly.
Pero yung sa pre-order, parang wala kang choice.
Wala kang
parang
choice.
Forced ka.
I
Tama.
mean, pag natapos yung pre-order period, paano pag wala nang kumuha? Di wala nang kumuha.
Ibig sabihin, hindi ko na malalaro.
Exactly. Diba? Parang doon nagalit yung community na parang yung faction na to, hindi na siya available after launch. Kasi pre-order lang siya. So, nagalit talaga yung community. Parang, loko-loko pala kayo. Diba? Gusto nilang i-boycott ngayon.
Pala ulo nyo.
Gusto nila i-boycott ngayon. Pero since nag-backtrack, yun. So, I mean, as you can see, us right now ranting, doesn't mean that we're like talking to the wind. I mean, developers are listening, and if the voice is strong enough and all that, at talaga ito talaga yung gusto ng community, nagba-backtrack naman sila. Meron lang dyan.
Hindi ba tinotroll lang ng developer yung mga tao? Mukhang hindi.
Hindi naman. Pwede rin kasi 'di ba?
To create media frenzy ganun.
Good or bad, publicity is still publicity.
Tama. Baka tinotroll lang sila.
Baka nga.
Hindi naman kayo mabiro parang gano'n.
Exactly. Okay, so yan yung mga aspects ng pay to play. Subscriptions and one-time fee, DLC, expansions, pre-order. Now we go to the second part of what how they sell games and all that. Ito yung gusto mo na, Rainier, free to play. Ito.
Ayan na, nako.
Free to play. So ito, siyempre
simula mo.
So siyempre free to play. Pag sinabi free to play, of course wala kang babayaran, 'di ba? Other than spend ka ng time para gumawa ng sign-in account. Pero other than that, download mo na yung game, you can play it right away. Pero ang tanong dito, paano kikita yung developer? Libre nga. Ano to, regalo, Pasko, ganyan. Hindi. Dito papasok yung mga tinatawag nating microtransactions. So, ito yung mga binabayaran ng mga players or ng consumers after nila makapaglaro and everything. So, let's say, may nakita kang player doon, bakit ang ganda ng armor na yun? Bakit kumikinang? Di ba? Tapos, kahit anong grind mo ngayon, hindi ko talaga makuha yung armor na yan. Kahit anong laro, hindi talaga siya available. Bakit meron siya noon? Yun pala, pinili niya yun, cosmetic item yon. Ibig sabihin, costume, ganyan. Ayan, sa yung mga dati, mga run online, yung mga ganyan, may mga costume yan di ba? Parang, mukha kang badass, pero yung armor mo pala, maika, di ba? Parang,
siya nakasakay sa tarantula, bakit ikaw kabayo lang?
Oo, tapos generic pa, brown, di ba?
Oo.
So, ito yung mga, pampakul lang to, pero it does not affect yung, porket, basta T-Rex yung sinasakyan niyang mount, di ba? Pero hindi ibig sabihin na yung T-Rex na yun, mas malakas kesa sa'yo. Pareho lang. Mas cool lang siya tignan.
Not all the time.
Not all the time. So, cosmetics. Sunod yan. Kasi, eto, pag-usapan na natin yan. Sometimes, yung cosmetic items, may daya.
Mamaya na.
Punta muna tayo sa susunod na aspect ng microtransactions, which is yung in-game currencies. Ito prevalent to sa mga naglalaro ng mga 2K series pa, NBA 2K. Yan. So, may tinatawag na VCs, yung virtual currency. Ito yung mga tinatawag in-game currencies. So, magbabayad ka ng real-world money to get these currencies, itong mga coins or whatever, kung ano man tawag nila, depende sa game yan eh. So, kung ano man tawag nila, bayaran mo yan, tapos, pag nabili mo na yan, so let's say, sabi natin, $5 cost like what? 100 or 1,000 gems, ganyan. So sabi natin, itong gems na to, pwede mong ibili ng mga items in-game, di ba? So, kung ano man yan yung gagamitin mo. Prevalent yan. Like I said, sa mga NBA 2K, gusto mong bumili ng bagong meron ka mga abubot sa katawan ng player mo. Gusto mo parang
abubot
pa hanggang tuhod ang medyas.
Bling-bling ba? Bling-bling.
Di ba? Parang Iverson ka na, di ba? Meron kang headband, meron kang lahat kompleto, di ba? Kaya gusto mo si Chito Loizaga ka na meron kang 2 armband, meron ka pa headband, kompleto, di ba? Ready to fight ka na. Sports na sports ang dating. So, yan yung silbi ng microtransactions, yung in-game currencies is to buy those game. Pero when you run out, kasi usually pag binili mo yung game, may bonus ka, bibigyan ka namin since you bought the game or you bought a special edition of the game, bibigyan ka namin ng parang 100,000 na ganito so you can spend. Pero pag naubos yan, you can't earn it in-game. What you do is you buy more of it with real world money. So this is how a specific kung free to play siya, this is how they earn money, di ba?
Bigay ako ng example kasi I played Neverwinter yung online.
Neverwinter online.
Favorite ko siya kasi D&D. So talagang na-addict ako dito sa Neverwinter, which is maganda siya.
Naglaro din ako niyan.
Maganda visuals is good, yung movement, yung action. No? Ang ano niya lang, yun nga, so free siya eh. So you can actually play it without buying anything.
Exactly.
Pero ang naging, they earn money through your, kasi ang dami mong items, kuha ka ng kuha, limited yung space ng bag mo.
Yun. Isa pa yun.
Yan. So kung gusto mo ng extra space, yun, bibili ka ng bag. Bibili ka ng backpack, parang bumili ng maleta na nakalagay sa isa yon. So the rest is same. You could buy armor, you could buy pero ang I know Neverwinter has meron din siyang konting pay to win aspect wherein you can buy Pero Neverwinter I think is a good game that you can play even without paying.
Okay.
Pero since nga happy naman ako sa game, I'm willing to give the developers for a bag, parang gano'n. So kumbaga, hindi naman masakit sa loob mo na magbigay sa kanila ng pera since nilaro mo na siya for 10,000 hours na.
Okay.
Pero
so since na sige, go dyan.
Pero does the game parang feel like you're forced to buy?
No. I for Neverwinter, I never felt na actually pwede mong tanggalin kasi yung item, hindi mo naman kailangan mag-hoard di ba? Pero yung pag tinatamad ka, teka, parang gusto ko to parang ayoko munang itapon sige na nga, bilhin na
parang
ako ng
Skyrim lang ba? First 5 minutes ang dami mong kinuha.
Ganun. Kuha ka ng kuha Tapos, pero yun I think Neverwinter, although binili na siya ng Chinese developer which is Perfect World, which is a Chinese developer. I think they maintained ayan na. Hindi, pero Neverwinter was, I think, more balanced. I mean, although meron ng pay-to-win aspect, never felt na kailangan mo talagang actually, I was like willing to support them. Parang gano'n yung feeling.
Okay, since mention ni Rainier, okay, ang keyword natin pay-to-win. Okay, so i-define mo natin before we go through with free-to-yung microtransactions, yung ano niya. So, pay to win. So, ano bang ibig sabihin ng pay to win? Para to sa mga listeners na medyo narinig na yon pero hindi nila alam kung ano ibig sabihin nun. So, ito yung pag sabi yung pay to win, usually ang pinaka-basic niyan is pwede kang bumili ng item sa game straight from your pocket. Malakas na siya. So, ibig sabihin, ang tama naman na definition nito is parang anything that would affect the gameplay, ibig sabihin, anything that would give you an advantage, okay, you should not pay for it with real money. Pero when you do, when you have a choice, when the game itself gives you the choice to actually pay to get an advantage in a game, that is called pay to win. And yun yung masasabi natin na pinaka-worst na
at yung item na yon hindi available dun sa free.
Exactly. Kasi may mga iba sa atin na itinatawag nating grinders. Ibig sabihin, di ako magbabayad, di ako maglalabas ng 5 bulag kung kaya ko naman trabahuin sa laro. Ngayon, syempre, may mga tao na wala akong oras masyado eh. Casual gamer lang ako. Hindi naman ako hardcore player. May trabaho ako. Nakakapaglaro lang ako 1-2 hours a day. Naantok na ako. Pero may pera ako. Pwede ba akong...
Bibiling ko na lang.
Pwede ba akong lumakas? Di ba? Kung yung game ino-offer yon, gagawin mo yon. Ibig sabihin, you're gonna do it. Kasi, syempre, gusto mo makahabol na parang, gusto ko rin malakas ako eh. Kaso, siya kasi, nasa 100 hours na siya. Ako, wala pa akong 40 hours naglalaro dito.
Si Jamie, ang lakas-lakas. Ako, gusto ko rin.
Oo.
Ganun.
Mami, bili mo nga ako niyan, di ba?
Oo nga. Oo, si Jamie, ang galing eh. Paano ako? Ganun.
Alam mo, tutumbong ko na, papabili ako sa mama ko. Di ba? Ganun yung...
Nagsumbong pa eh.
Di ba? Ganun yung lalabas. Ganun yung lalabas yan. Kaya, it's frowned upon. Not only frowned upon, it's violently protest on pag may pay to win aspect. I mean, maraming naglalaro ng what do you call this? Maraming naglalaro ng Black Desert Online ngayon. Pero the publisher that's handling Black Desert Online for Asia introduces pay to win aspects. Meron kasing isang item yata, I think na that you can purchase with real money through in-game currencies, pero still you can purchase that item. At yung item na yon, may malakas na component. And yung malakas na component...
nuclear bomb?
Hindi naman. Pero parang it makes you faster in-game, tapos may dagdag sa damage and everything. Para lang makahabol ka sa end-game content. Yung level up ka na and everything. Kasi ang end-game content ng Black Desert Online is player versus player. PvP siya. So, siyempre, may mga dyan, mga batikan talaga dyan. Alam na natin yung mga guild leaders dyan na talagang malalakas talaga sila. So, kaka-level up mo lang. May pera ka dibilin mo.
No.
Para lang it doesn't mean na magiging mas malakas ka sa kanila. Pero,
para to catch up.
Depende sa skills mo, you can catch up. And
hindi, 'di ba ginagawa din ng yan ng WoW yan di ba? Pag yung nagbagong expansion, kung bago kang subscriber doon sa expansion na yon, pag binili mo yung $72, meron na siyang free ano ba tawag nila? XP boost, upgrade or something.
Boost ba to?
Boost, parang ganun. Para pagpasok mo doon sa expansion na yon, ganun na rin yung level mo.
That's true. Kaya lang kasi, the thing with XP boosts, okay, is hindi mo pwedeng i-compare, kahit magkapareho kayo ng level ng malakas, ng isang matagal na naglalaro ng, yung armor mo, hindi mo pwedeng i-compare sa isang mga tier 7. Tama ba yan dyan, di ba? Mataas na yung level niya. So pag sumama ka sa kanya sa raid, mamamatay ka kaagad kasi mataas lang yung level mo, pero yung armor mo hindi mo pinaghirapan, hindi ka ingredients mo and everything. Kasi kahit let's say, hindi ko alam kung anong level na ngayon yung sa I think 100 plus or 90 or something.
120.
120 na pala. So 120. Isang, let's say, ang last, ano ba yung last? 115? 115 or 110? Yung 110. So level 10. So yung 110 na naglalaro ng WoW for all the life of WoW naglalaro siya. Mataas na yung armor niya and everything, pinaghirapan niya. So here comes this player, bago ako sa WoW and everything. I'll pay for the boost, 120. Hindi siya pwedeng makipag-stand shoulder to shoulder sa isang 110 kahit yung level ng armor 10 only. Kasi kahit 120 ka na, hindi mo pwedeng kumpara yung sarili mo doon kasi talagang malakas yung tao na yon. Oo. So, yun yung...
Ako, may question ako to everyone. Ito. Hearthstone. Is it pay to win? Go.
Nako, magandang question yan.
Si John.
Si John, naglalaro ka ng Hearthstone, di ba?
Oo.
Pero...
ayaw bumigay. Ito, ako, I think Hearthstone, kasi marami nagsasabi pay to win siya, that you cannot get the better cards daw pag hindi ka nagbayad eh. I think it's not pay to win because you can get cards with the with the quest and all,
yes,
di ba?
It's possible.
And the only time I paid Hearthstone was when I bought the expansion si Knights of Karazhan. Kasi the trailer was so funny na binayaran ko kaagad yung pre-order dahil the song was too catchy. Ang galing nung kanta eh. Like, oh shit, okay ito bayad ka agad. Pero it was worth it. It was, I think, for $20. And it wasn't even about the cards. It's more about the actual game. So I think Hearthstone is not pay to win because you can grind. I mean, if you want to buy some cards, I mean, it's just siguro, give some money to the developer. I've been playing it for like more than 2 years na ang Hearthstone.
At saka yung Hearthstone kasi may pagka yung technically Hearthstone is a deck building game. Kasi ako medyo masochist ako eh. Gusto ko lang ang character na ang deck lang inaano ko yung priest. Minsan hindi maganda. Well, this expansion hindi maganda sa priest. Kulay palagi. But anyway, pero it's still fun kasi I can create tapos biglang ang sarap ng feeling pag natalo mo yung akala nila masi-steamroll ako.
Exactly. Kasi I mean, ako na-experience.
But I never bought any
ako na-experience ko yung ganyang klaseng asset because it's a card building game. Na-experience ko yung ganyang klase sa Magic the Gathering before. So, sa Magic the Gathering, I wasn't really hindi ako wala akong maraming pera. So I bought card packs when I had money pagdating sa allowance ko. Pero of course, meron dito mga 'di ba mayaman si mama at mayaman si papa. Ang binibili nila is card boxes. Ibig sabihin, isang katutak na packs ang laman nito. Ito yung mga naka-display sa stante. Kasi mayaman sila eh. Bili mo sa akin yan, mami. So, pero that doesn't mean na you're gonna be ahead of me. Kahit bumili ka niyan, kahit yung rare.
So, balance. Balance siya.
Kasi kahit yung rare.
Kasi mamaya hindi marunong siya mag-build ng deck.
Exactly. Kasi kahit marunong kang marunong kang, marami kang rare, marami kang ganyan. Siguro pag binenta mo yan, lamang na lamang ka sa akin, talon-talo ako. Diba? Pero pagdating sa mga tournaments, kasi you only buy, what do you call this? You can buy, may nagbebenta ng what do you call this? Card pieces individually. So if you need it on your deck, you buy it. Diba? Parang, kailangan ko eh. Alam ka naman magsugal ako sa bumili ako ng maraming card hanggang makuha ko yung card na yun. Diba? So hindi ka pwede yun.
Okay. Yeah, good point.
Diba? Kasi
sa
Hearthstone,
kasi good point yung sinabi mo yung bibili. Kasi sa Hearthstone, sabihin natin hindi mo nabili hindi mo nakuha yung card na gusto mo sa pack. Yung mga cards na ayaw mo, pwede mong isira. Tapos, you just craft the card that you want.
You can disenchant it.
So, yun yung ginawa nilang aspect. Although sa Magic the Gathering, dahil meron na akong Black Lotus, sinira mo yung card mo kasi physical card yun eh. So, maganda yung ginawa ng Hearthstone na yun. I mean, it's nice that they actually did that. And I commend them for it na may chance pa yung mga, what do you call this, yung mga, to build a new deck.
You can, pwede mong, yun nga, you can disenchant. Siyempre, it's just a matter of grinding nga lang. Pero if you always play naman, then if you don't find it hard, you have the time, and you find it fun, then parang hindi ka naman nag-grind, you're just playing.
Exactly. So, meron ding So, let's move on. So, that's basically what pay to win is. Kumbaga parang daya siya, na para lang, shortcut siya kasi may pera ka. So,
tama.
It's heavily protested on pag ang isang game na particularly MMOs, Asian MMOs.
Particularly Chinese games?
Particularly Chinese games. So, I mean, pag nakita nila na may pay-to-win aspect ang isang game, well, Asia takes it lightly. Western gamers take it very violently na parang, hindi pa pwede yan. Hindi pa pwede yung ganyan. Kasi hindi talaga magta-thrive yung game na yan dito kasi wala maglalaro kasi alam nila pwede silang dayain. And nobody wants to play a game like that. So yun. Since we're talking about yung card decks and everything, and the aspect of getting the right card by either buying a lot or buying the right cards or whatnot, let's go to the third aspect ng isang microtransaction, which is loot boxes. So, ito yung hot topic ngayon pagdating sa gaming industry. Because this is lawsuit ang pinag-uusapan na natin nito. Ang EA is under hot water because they're gonna be criminally charged for insisting on loot boxes on their game sa Belgium. So, so nagiging domino effect na to kasi Sweden recently, I think yesterday, just joined the fight.
Background muna dun sa Belgium na.
Okay. Belgium it deems loot boxes as gambling. So, like I mentioned earlier, yung sinabi ko dun sa Magic the Gathering, kung kailangan ko yung isang card, hindi ako susugal para bumili ng sangkatutak na packs para lang makuha yung iisang card na kailangan ko. Kung binibenta siya, bibilin ko na lang siya. Kasi sugal ang nangyayari when it comes to loot boxes. Ano ba ang loot boxes per se? So you also buy this using real-world money through in-game currencies. Bayad ka ng in-game currencies, bilin mo yung chance to roll on a loot box. Ibig sabihin, loot box, hindi mo alam ang laman nito. Pero sasabihin niya sa'yo na parang, ito yung price ng common na pwede ka makakuha ng chance na merong isang uncommon. Ito naman yung uncommon loot box, may chance ka na makakuha ng isang rare. Tapos, pagdating naman doon sa, ito naman yung rare box na pwede ka makakuha ng mas malaki yung chance mo makakuha ng rare. Or meron kang isang rare guaranteed. So yun, pero whatever that is, sabihin nagbabayad ka, nagro-roleta ka ngayon. Okay?
Speaking of roleta, ito meron akong actual kwento dyan. So in the previous company I work for, hindi nakikibossing. Okay. So anyway, it's well known. Starter A and Domain is the game. Okay, online web game. So, for some reason, the developer, naglagay sila ng spin a wheel on Star Trek online yan. Nasa nag-spin a wheel kayo sa space? Anyway. Okay, because you were talking about gambling. So, it came up. So, you have to pay para ma-spin mo yung wheel. Tapos, may chance ka doon to get the most powerful starship doon sa game. Okay. Now, so people were paying because they're not getting kasi yung probability nun dun sa code nun is like 0.001. Okay, diba?
Exactly.
Ngayon, may nagreklamo. This is in Seattle. This is in the US. So, US scenario kasi sabi mo, Belgium. The moment nung may nagreklamo sa Washington D.C. or Seattle Gambling Commission that it was close to gambling. Just like a couple of days later after the complaint, binisita na kami na yung opisina sa Seattle ng Gambling Commission. Ganong kabilis. So that means in the US it's a big thing.
Exactly.
Pag when you're close to gambling, which is you don't have that license na dapat pupuntahan ka nila and then they will investigate, are you really operating a gambling there? So then the company has to come out and then explain you have to prove na hindi nga to gambling. Eventually, kasi hindi na kami nakulong, so it was proven na hindi. Pero it was really borderline.
So gray area or talagang borderline na. That's what the debate right now is at pagdating sa mga releasing games. One of the biggest culprits dyan when it comes to loot boxes, trading card games, in-game as an in-game mechanic na ganyan-ganyan is EA. Kasi they started this way back, I think 2007 when they started yung ultimate team na tinatawag na aspect sa game na It's a small game before, hindi pa yung FIFA, pero it eventually crawled itself.
Champions League ata.
Champions League, UEFA Champions League. So yun. Tapos it eventually crawled into FIFA kasi EA got rid of UEFA na eh. So ayun yun. Ang ano dito, ang architect neto, ang nag-approve neto is yung current CEO ngayon ng EA. So talagang baby niya to. Ang tawag nga nila is I forgot his name. Pero baby niya to, tas pangalan niya
Wilson.
So Wilson Lootbox ang tawag dito. So etong aspect, Wilson Lootbox talaga ang tawag nila. Kasi nga yung game mechanic na yan is specific to FIFA, yung Ultimate Team. Kasi it's half of their revenue for FIFA is from microtransactions itself, from this trading card game na ginawa nila. 'Di ba? So John, paano ba yung mechanic nitong na to? Game na to kasi medyo vague yata sa akin.
Siyempre there's FIFA.
Yung FIFA.
So yung either story versus na team versus team. Tapos you want to get your best team taken from the different teams sa buong mundo, diba? So yun yung tinatawag ng ultimate team. So how to get it? Either mag-purchase or maggawin mo yung mga quest para doon sa mga packs na yun. Tapos randomly may lalabas na kung sinong card. Then tapos you put that in your team, tapos ilaban mo with other players. That's online, are also doing that.
So yun yung ngayon. Pero syempre, ang nakaka-addict kasi na aspect ng FIFA is just not you playing the normal game katulad ng NBA 2K, playing your team with another player. Hindi lang ganon yung nakaka-addict aspect. Nakaka-addict aspect is that you have this ultimate team na ilalaro mo sa kalaban ngayon. So kung
by the way, may tournament to.
May tournament pa yan. Tingnan mo talagang pinagagastos sa EA yan and everything. And like I said, it's half or more than half of their revenue. And it's how much? Ilang million ba to? Parang
billion
ano?
Parang 6 if I remember correctly, parang 6 billion. Kaya medyo
nilalaban talaga nila ito.
Kasi pag natalo sila dito, wala na.
So malaking chunk ng revenue na is coming from this ultimate team that is viewed by right now Belgium because of their laws against loot boxes and as gambling itself. So parang hindi pa pwede to. You want to release it in our country, you got to take out that aspect. Ngayon, since I mean on a technical basis, sure, the developers kaya namin tanggalin yan. Pero the reason why nilalaban ng EA is because they know that it's not just game sales that's driving them, but it's also this particular aspect, yung Ultimate Team. Kaya kung ilaban nila to, patayan.
Kasi ang problema dyan, alam yun probability lang naman yun So they'll just set it at 0.001, di ba? So it's no different than you buying a lottery ticket.
Exactly.
Diba? Na pag in-scratch mo, yung probability mo winning nakaset So hindi naman talaga siya randomize Diba? If you're a developer, you can set the randomizer to how many percent. So kaya obviously yung makuha yung gusto nila na team or yung rare card is the probability is very, very low.
I think that's definitely true, and that's I think in agreement. Belgium understands naman, and other countries, US, like you said, naiintindihan nila tong aspect na to. The big problem is that it's an introduction. Let's say it's not gambling. Let's say the laws has been defined that it's not gambling. Pero how you're actually playing that specific game mechanic is introducing children to gambling. Ibig sabihin, parang stepping stone to. Para tong yung candy ng Marlboro. Diba? Na
gusto ko yung analogy na candy ng Marlboro. Tama.
Merong mga binibentang candy na
tama yung nakalagay Marlboro, di ba?
Oo, pero candy lang siya. It's not smoking. They don't even light it up. Pero candy lang siya. Pero it's later, kumbaga parang ano to ang tinatawag nito is brand imprinting, yung mechanic, marketing term, brand imprinting for later actuation in life. Ibig sabihin, ngayon, harmless yan. Candy lang naman yan eh. Tsaka nakakatawa, Marlboro. So, kunyari, play smoke sila.
Parang study, ganun.
Pero pag nag-start sila, when they grow up, when they finally smoke, guess what brand they will pick up first? Marlboro. Diba?
Ano ba yun? Philips. Hindi ako nag-yossi.
Mga ganyang brand.
Pero nga, yun nga, like yung in our case, the gaming company, it's really borderline gambling. Malapit na siya.
Exactly.
Nakalusot.
Oo. Kumbaga parang sinasabi mo, hindi to warfare. Airsoft lang to. Diba? So yun eh.
Kasi hindi siya nakakapatay.
So, yun nga. Oo, exactly. Hindi mo nakakapatay. Nagkakasakitan mo. Laro-laro lang to. Diba? Pero you know that it's there, it's affecting, and you're introducing it to children. So yun yung nagiging problema ng mga governments pagdating dito sa law na to. Pero loot boxes is there in Overwatch, di ba? Loot boxes is also there in
pwede ka bumili pwede ka rin bumili ng loot box sa Overwatch, no?
Oo, pwede kang bumili. Pero they limit it to cosmetic items, meaning walang value. Pero the aspect is still there. Ibig sabihin, nagsusugal pa rin sila. Because parang, kasi yung aspect na yun, nakaka-addict eh. Nakaka-addict yung aspect na yun.
Mas gustuhin ko na yung bilhin yung sa ng DLC kasi alam ko what I'm buying rather than get a loot box that I wouldn't know what I'm getting. Diba?
Exactly. Nobody works in terms of loot boxes. Kasi hindi ka naman pumupunta sa tindahan, bibigyan mo yung ali, ate, pabili, eto 20. Bahala ka na, parolyuhin mo yan. Anong makukuha? Sana makakuha ako ng dinas.
Teka, magandang idea yan. Sa Rito. Eto 20 loot box. Hindi mo alam kung anong laman yan. Pwedeng candy, Mentos, surprise ulam. Diba? Maganda yan.
Diba? So, yun, diba pero in a real world says,
ganun ang ano.
Do it like that. Parang you wanna get value for your money. Ibig sabihin, you're buying specifically what you want to buy. Diba? Kaya nga, parang pagdating sa sige, bumili ka na lang ng in-game currencies para makabili ka ng cosmetic item na gusto mo. Kasi gusto mo maging, you wanna look cool on the game itself, then that's fine. Pero, let's say, if it affects the gameplay, may problema din yon. Tapos ito pang loot boxes na parang wala kang value for your money. Ang binabayaran mo talaga. Gusto ko talaga ng chance makapagsugal.
Surprise lang.
Kasi sa Overwatch, every level up, as long as, siyempre, you have to level up, diba? Every level up, you get the chance to spin. You get the chance to spin. Tapos pag may events pa, you get the chance to spin din. So, what is it with these loot boxes na nakaka-addict? Which is because it's a form of gambling. Slot machine na to.
Maglabas na lang sila ng bikini ni May or ni Diva, bibiling ko na lang yun kagad.
Exactly. I mean, slot machine to di ba?
Tama. It's like a slot machine.
It lures you in para, let's say, nagtitipid ka, tipid gambler ka sa loot boxes, di ba? Parang, 5 lang yung bibiling kong loot box. I'm sure makakakuha ko niyan. Di ba?
Tapos wala ka nakuha ko isa.
Nakakuha ka isang rare. Tapos sa 5th siguro, simula na to ng swerte ko. Okay, bili ulit ako. Ayan na. Hindi mo alam, gamit mo yung credit card ni mama. Patak na yun. Di ba? So hanggang sa na-addict ka na, hindi ka na naglalaro. Naglalaro ka ng loot box.
Loot box na lang pinaglalaroan mo.
Diba?
Doon na lang kayo sa DLC ng Dead or Alive, panalo pa yun.
Exactly, diba? Meron pang isang aspect ang microtransactions na medyo So, yun nga. I mean, we've already defined what loot box is. It's a no-no when it comes, kasi it's needless eh. Nakakatuwa siya, pero it's needless. It's needless.
I think it's the the human need for may parang gusto ko ma-surprise na
Exactly.
I want to be happy in
unknown.
getting
Kasi,
parang hindi ko alam na may nakuha ko, it's a surprise. Parang ganun.
Kasi yung isang aspect ng loot box na nakaka-excite bukod sa you're getting the chance is you're opening gifts eh.
Yun. Tama.
Diba?
See, who doesn't want to open gifts? Diba?
Exactly. It's Christmas all over again. So parang
yun.
So yun yung ating aspect kasi you'll never know what you're gonna get. You might get pangit, you might get ganyan. So it's the same as so they can relate to it. But the thing is, you're shelling out money. So,
tama.
'di ba? Ganoon din naman sa casino eh, 'di ba? O baka manalo ako ngayon, 'di ba?
So punta ako ngayon dun sa Path of Exile. Which I think is a good example of a free-to-play game which has microtransactions but doesn't affect the gameplay. So para sa mga hindi pa nakalaro, Path of Exile, it's made by Grinding Gear Games. These guys are from New Zealand. So sila mga geeky New Zealanders na before 4 lang sila, wala sila, they just wanted the game. And then they made it really big. Yung microtransactions nila, totally cosmetic, totally yung mga magaganda, parang may mga spark, may mga pero the gameplay is the same. So skill-based pa rin siya. But parang to support syempre kailangan naman nilang kumita, maganda naman yung game. You can buy skin, it doesn't force you anything. Parang okay, if you parang gusto ko tong skin, I want to support this developer, here's some money. So I think that the best I'm sure they're not earning so much money, but like what you said with yung Witcher 3, people support them because they think they're diba, yung parang legitimate company sila that is not greedy and is more with the gaming, talagang sa gaming sila nag-concentrate.
Ibig sabihin nagpo-produce sila ng art. Hindi sila nagpo-produce ng product per se na
and the game itself is really good. So kumbaga kino-compare nga nila yan with Diablo, and they're saying Diablo is like for amateurs and Path of Exile is more pang-pro.
Path of Exile. Actually, Path of Exile, action RPG to na katulad din talaga ng halos ng Diablo. Pero
actually I think they based it on Diablo. But they made it better.
Pero ayun nga, yung core game niya is specifically as Diablo, pero it's actually free, okay? So with regards to microtransactions ng developer na to, they're actually making a lot of money with this kasi they're introducing a lot. So it reminds me of one other game na is getting a bad rap. Ito yung free version naman ng Destiny. Okay? Which is Warframe. Okay? So ito yung Warframe. I mean, ang pangit ng title talaga kasi para siyang yung free to play games na yung parang barilan and all that, Warframe or ganyan. So, pero Warframe, the reason why it's called Warframe is because para kang avatar. You have different avatar.
Parang robot ninja.
Iba, robot ninja, exactly. Space ninja nga, sabi niya, who doesn't want to play a space ninja? So, yun ka talaga. It's a fast-paced game, pero it's absolutely free. Anything you can, kasi ang binibenta nila ito is yung Warframes mismo. Ibig sabihin yung different styles or different heroes or avatars, kung ano man tawag mo sa kanila. Basta different Warframes, you can purchase it with real world money through, I think, in-game currencies then. Or you can grind for it, which is most players prefer. Kasi nga, hindi ko naman kailangan bumili ng, hindi ko kailangan gumastos sa game na to. Kasi yung binili niya na bibili ka ng mga para ika-craft mo rin kasi yung Warframe mo eh. So bibili ka ng mga ganyan para ma-shortcut ka. Pero it doesn't really affect the gameplay kasi mag-iiba pa nga yung gameplay mo eh. Kasi parang one Warframe is not better than the other. Kasi meron dyan gumagamit. May free ka na parang you can choose from 3 warframes na libre. So once you choose one, that's your warframe now. So may mga gumagamit, yung pa rin ang ginagamit nila yung default. Kasi yung 3 na binigay sa'yo, sobrang balanced. Sobrang balanced na it can go toe-to-toe sa mga magagandang warframe. Like yung Prime, tinatawag silang Prime warframes and all that. So parang magaganda lang yung itsura nila. May mga dagdag syempre na bonus kasi nga mga high-end na to. Pero it doesn't really affect yung gameplay. Because lahat din ang meron sila.
Skill pa rin
talaga. Ako nga, hindi ko na nga nilalaro tong Warframe. Hindi sa dahil, I can pay for it. Ganyan. Hindi na ako makkeep up sa skill ng mga tao doon. Kasi parang, mukha akong tanga. Ang gagaling nila, Kasi para sila mga ninja talaga. Sabi ko, ako para akong warrior lang sa normal MMO.
Hindi ka pa ninja.
Hindi. Ang dami nilang moves na ginagawa. Hindi na nga sila lumalanding. Parang sabi ko, galing na ito mga to,
Galing Paano yun?
Tapos pag natapos pa, ako yung pinakahuling pupunta dun sa parang spawn point na parang, nandito na kami, nag-aantay na kami. Hindi ka pa tapos.
Kanina ka pa.
So yun yung maganda sa Warframe. And Path of Exile, which they are pioneering this free-to-play genre na it can work. Okay? And the others, yun nga kasi ang main nila, ang Path of Exile is that you don't have to pay a one-time fee. You can download me right away. Yung Warframe...
Yes. Mayroon ako ito true story on Path of Exile. Kaya I believe ako sa kanila. When they started out, they were like 4 geeks. Pumunta sila sa isang gaming convention. Sa US, they're New Zealanders. Meron lang silang table, isang computer. Ang computer pata nila doon yung hindi pa LED, hindi pa LCD, yung matakabapan monitor. So, tapos, doon sa exhibition, meron lang silang isang pinrint out na papel, dinikit nila sa pader. Path of Exile. Wala pa silang pera noon when they were starting, of course, di ba? So, they were asking only for $50,000 of investment on their game. Tapos, sana hindi nga nakikinig si Bossing. My boss passed out on them. They're not gonna make it. Diablo 3 is coming up. Fast forward today.
Wala na.
That was parang my boss's regretful investment na bakit hindi ko nakita yun.
The one that got away.
Grabe mo. But now I think they're worth more than $10 million dollars or even more. Kasi binili na sila ng, yung Asia Pacific version was bought by Garena. Garena is Singaporean. Which has a value of $1 billion US dollars. So, binili sila. So they're worth so much more than an initial investment of that 50,000 na hindi nakita ng mga tao. Well, ganun talaga, di ba?
True.
Totoo yan, true story.
Sayang kita mo nga.
Sige mo?
Disease yan.
Nakita mo, may apat doon na mukhang lang, mga totoy. Sino ba yan? Di ba?
Oo nga.
Ano yung Path of Exile? Hindi ko alam yan.
Sayang
Diba? Sayang.
May mga ganyan, maraming stories. Kasi I think CD Projekt Red, yung The Witcher 3, they also pitched it to several Kasi kaya lang, hindi nila nagustuhan kasi yung story ng The Witcher. Kasi nga, Poland to Poland, malay nila sa mga culture ng Poland. Dinala lang sabi nila, meron kang ito ka, Monster Hunter ka, ganyan. Tapos, ito yung background mo. Parang sinasabi ng iba, parang, hindi mag-work yan kasi meron ng ganitong game, meron ng ganyan. Parang, sabi niya, parang pareho lang ng saan kayo ngayon? Nag-sell.
No, kaya i-pitch na natin si Mana ng tikbalang. Baka makiklik yun.
Oo. Pero yun nga, ito yung mga examples na good examples ng microtransactions. I mean, even Guild Wars 2. Guild Wars 2 is a one-time fee pay-to-play game. Pero since it's an MMO, and it's trying to compete with the likes of WoW and everything, they did not opt to ask for subscriptions. Ang ginawa nila, sige, right now kasi ngayon free-to-play na siya Hindi, wala nang one-time fee. Ngayon, they just relied with microtransactions. So yun may in-game currency sila, may microtransactions sila. So magmukhang cool, sige, bumili ka na lang ng ano namin. Ganyan. So, yun, or you can grind it, or you can go for yung pinakamalalakas na mga items, legendary and all that. Pero those you can't pay for. You can pay for, ano yun, yung mga hard to find, yung mga rare pieces para mabuo mo yung legendary na yon. Pwede mo bilhin yun. Although magastos. Pero, yung pagbuo pa rin nun, it has a certain requirement na mga pieces na makukuha mo lang sa world. So, kailangan mo pa rin magtrabaho. So, they're actually doing quite good. Ngayon, nasa, ano na sila, second expansion na sila. And it's all without, payment. Ang mayroon ng bayad, syempre, of course, yung expansions and all that. So, yun. I mean, they actually work out. May mga bad examples naman ng free-to-play na, minsan mga free-to-play na wala rin nangyari, di ba?
Marami ako example nun.
Isa pa bad example. Siguro, hindi naman bad example, pero isa sa mga manipulative examples ng free-to-play is yung mga mobile games. Diba? Kasi may mga mobile games, I mean, alam na natin yung mga Farmville, Clash of Clans, and everything. Gusto mo magbayad ng, hindi ka kumbaga parang, the key to mobile games is you have to be patient. Diba? Pero if you have nothing to do, you can't move forward in the game because you're out of lives, you're out of turn, diba?
You're out, you need 36 hours to move on.
So, you want to speed it up, go ahead and pay.
Ayun, yun. Sino ba nag-invento ng farm? Simula yun.
Ano no?
Yung speed up na yan, tapos pay to speed up. Which game
actually, nag-start yung mga ganyan. Kasi yan yung mga browser type games. Yan yung mga browser type games.
Hindi ba nagsimula yan sa FB? Yung like Farmville?
In-incorporate siya. In-incorporate siya sa Facebook na. Yung Farmville, yung mga ganyan. Sa Facebook talaga yan nag-start. Pero yung initial conception ng mga you have to wait for how many minutes is browser type games na nilalaro ng mga nasa office. Kasi you can't really focus on your work, lalo na kung nasa computer ka nagtatrabaho. Kung ang game mo is action-oriented. So, ang ginagawa mo is parang, meron akong, tsaka ito pa to, before nun, words lang. Words lang. You don't see, konti minimal, sobrang minimal lang yung mga graphics niya, parang icons nga lang at most Pero, sobrang minimal lang niya, pero nakakatuwa kasi parang, mag-aantay lang ako ng 30 minutes. Tama-tama. Break muna ako. So, magbalik mo, kiklik mo na lang siya ulit.
Okay na.
Okay
pero
na.
Nung time na yun, wala pa yung to speed up. Di ba?
Wala pa yung ganon. So, na-introduce yun kasi nga parang, siyempre, malamang marketing ang publisher ang nakaisip niya na parang, wala na silang friends, naubusan na sila ng friends para mag-speed up So, ano gagawin sunod? Hindi magbayad sila, di ba? Simple as...
Tapos, siguro sabi, teka, tingnan nga natin kung babayaran na. I-try mo, tapos bayad naman lahat ng mga tao.
Exactly, di ba? Babayad naman sila.
So,
may mga Candy Crush, Clash of Clans, gusto mo mas malakas na bumilis yung yung building mo. Mataas ka agad ng level, di ba? Bayad ka. So maraming ganyan, yung mga manipulative na kasi it manipulates your urge of being impatient. Di ba? So, sa loot boxes naman, it manipulates your greed. Na gusto mo pa, you want just one more spin. Kasi baka tatama na ako.
Lumalalim na yung usapan puro mga manipulation na pinag-uusapan.
Kasi syempre ang core reason why we're talking about game businesses is business models and everything. Kasi this is how they're turning they're reminding us that this is not just a work of art, what we're doing here, but it's also at the same time business. You want us to grow, then you buy our games. Pero when you enter the field na sobrang popular ngayon ng video games, you've got Major League Gaming na, you've got sobrang daming tournaments. You've got sponsorship in-game, kahit yung NBA 2K, isang katutakang sponsorship, sobrang katutakang product placement. So you can earn money on that. Kasi nga, natatandaan nila yung mga brands na yun eh. Tapos, instant advertisement na rin. So, since it's becoming too big, you've got this new young people with yung mga new money na shareholders. So, they're getting impatient na parang okay, sige, you've sold what 100 million units on your game, pero they're still playing our game after 5 years. What else? What else you make? No, because they've already paid that one-time fee. Paano pa natin kukunan ng pera tong mga to? So that's the reason why they came up with these DLCs, expansions, microtransactions, loot boxes. So they're introducing this new term that they're calling games as a service. Yun yung gusto nila. Ibig sabihin, kasi nga, I'm gonna go back again to World of Warcraft because World of Warcraft is a games as a service example. It may not be it's actually a good example, pero it's the primary example for games as a service. Why? Because up to this time, World of Warcraft is still part of a game World of Warcraft players budget. $15 a month yan.
Parang ano yan, parang Netflix of gaming.
Exactly, parang may Ralco yan, parang ano yan, kasama yan sa billing nila.
Spotify.
Oo, it's part of their service. You can't play World of Warcraft, kahit gaano ka katagal naglaro noon, you can't play World of Warcraft offline. It's always online, so you have to keep your service on. Diba? You have to keep
kaya hindi nagsalita si John kasi nagbabayad siya. Oh shit, sabi ni John, nako, lagot.
Although ngayon merong yung
alam ko yan, yung parang may workaround na, di ba?
Yung i-grind mo yung gold, tapos within the in-game auction house bilhin mo yung 1 month play
game time.
Ito hindi nyo alam mo. Ito, bet hindi nyo. Okay. Di ba sa normally, sa subscription, ang WoW, di ba? Per month ang bayad. Whether you play it or not, you pay you pay the $15, di ba? You know what they did in China? Instead of the subscription, kasi nung first day release it na baka walang magbayad kasi normally in China all the games are free to play. Ba't ako magbayad, di ba? You know what Blizzard did? They sold it. They sold the subscription by the minute.
Talaga? So di Metro.
So ibig sabihin, di Metro wala. So ibig sabihin, bibili ako ng 2,000 minutes. So, babawas lang yun. When I enter, once I come out, wala na. Tigil yung ito, di ba? Nung kasi nga, people were buying it, but I think it was earning less than the subscription, di ba? Kasi subscription forced ka to pay it. When they were gonna cancel nag-announce na syempre, we're canceling the per minute, we're gonna charge you, bilihan lahat ng tao of millions of minutes kasi alam nila mag-e-end na yung magbabayad ka ng monthly, masulit yung per minute eh.
Oo, tama.
Grabe, biglang spike yung millions of RMB on that month na i-end nila yung subscription. Kaya bilihan lahat. Kasi masulit.
Kung ako doon, sabihin ko yung Chinese company, joke lang, hindi.
No? Sabay yung patapos na, ano lang yun. Hindi na lang, sige na.
Actually, next year pa yon. Next year yun.
Ay, nagkamali. Joke lang kayo naman
next year, next year pa yun. So, annually yung ginagawa nila. Tinatawag yung mga tao.
Trolling eh. Pero nga, kasi nga, kasi when I knew about that, I also paid for the minute kasi, di ba, kunyari, may time lang ako today, I don't need to spend technically, if you probably spend $15 as well. Pero nga, kung hindi ka naglaro, then you don't spend pero they totally scrap that idea na.
Oo nga. Sayang na.
So may ganun.
Pero kaya na ng mga Chinese ngayon yun kasi their economy is wow.
No, well,
diba? So,
pa rin most games in China are free to play pa rin because the Chinese they like buying micro. Pag binigay mo ito, magkano tong sword na to? Ano yan? 10,000 RMB. Sige na. Ako na yung pinakamalakas. Babayaran ko na lang.
Tama.
Mas malaki ang nila, ang kita nila.
Ito yun. Kasi prevalent to sa sa tinatawag nila Eastern MMOs.
Yeah.
Diba? Parang
kung sino yung
mga paid.
Sige, ito yung pinakamalakas na item. Guaranteed may bibili nun.
Oo. Kasi ganun talaga sila I mean,
iba yung iba yung Western Eastern cultures. Diba?
I don't get the culture behind buying yung kung cosmetic items yun, mas maganda ka ba yun? Mas magaling naman ako sa'yo. Pero sa kanila kasi parang mahirap ka Kaya hindi ka magaling.
Hindi kasi sa Western, di ba? Parang it's frowned upon pag pinili mo lang yan
Exactly.
Kaya kasi, I think it also has to do with in the Western world, we've been playing games for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But in China, games were only introduced like early 2000. So wala yung that you play the game, you become this character because of your hard work, your grinding. It's more ito na pala yung I have money naman, I'll just buy it. It doesn't, nobody cares. If you can buy it, then good for you, parang gano'n.
Yep. We've already discussed. I hope yung mga listeners may natutunan kayo.
Mahaba na usapan natin.
Mahaba-habang usapan ngayon, mahaba-habang ranting to Kasi nga, marami ngayong nangyayari sa gaming world na hindi na di-discuss masyado kasi laro lang siya Baga parang it's just a game. We all know na naapektuhan na rin yung kahit normal Dota player lang, Dota 2 player or League of Legends player, alam mo nandun yung aspect na yun na nafo-frustrate din tong mga bata na to kasi yung nilalaro nila yung isang magandang kasi sa what do you call this sa mobile realm, certain players are locked unless you can unlock them with in-game currency that you've earned, you've grinded on and all that. So finally mabibili mo na yung character na talagang gusto mong Otherwise, merong parang free rotation na pwede mo lang siyang gamitin pag free siya at that specific period of time.
Okay.
Pero these characters are also hidden behind the paywall. How long do our children here in the Philippines actually play? Particularly kung wala silang sariling computer, wala silang, di ba, sariling mga gamit. Doon lang sila sa mga PisoNet, sa mga ganyan. They can only spend so much. Tapos, yung nilalaro pala, nakatago pa sa, paano? They don't have credit cards. Wala naman tayong means of, wala naman katulad doon sa China na parang, bilhin mo dyan sa 7-Eleven o sa mini-stop na, ayan yung game, di ba? So,
hindi sa kanila, puro sa phone lang ang bayaran. WeChat Pay.
Exactly.
Alipay.
Exactly. So meron silang mga centralized system na pagdating diyan, 'di ba? Sa atin medyo kalat-kalat kasi kanya-kanyang small businesses 'yan 'di ba? Na parang sa kanya-kanyang corporation 'yan na dito ka magbabayad pag Meralco and dito ka magbabayad pag tubig and all that. So kanya-kanyang payment system pero bihira yung nagfo-focus particularly sa mga gamers na noon yung mga panahon ng...
ngayon, meron na. Malapit dyan na.
Oo, noon na panahon ng Ragnarok, may level up games na nag-cover ng lahat ng as long as they released it under their branch na, level up.
Nakakabili din sa 7-Eleven ng mga cards.
Oo, dati may... Kasi, syempre,
dati, no?
Isa tayo sa mga nag-pioneer ng prepaid cards, di ba? So, lahat prepaid. Ngayon nga, Meralco, prepaid na rin, di ba? So, lahat.
Lahat ng prepaid na.
Kasi parang you get what you pay for. So yun lang yung usually sa Pilipinas. Lalo tayo matipid tayo with kasama pa ng inflation ngayon. So we need some options when it comes to paying for these games. Kasi nga behind paywall eh. So wala tayong magagawa kung hindi magtrabaho ka na lang. Pero pati yung time mo sa internet, binabayaran mo rin. So you can really reach that market. So siguro if like ngayon meron tayong Ubisoft Philippines and everything. So they should actually listen to yung economic wise pagdating sa gaming. Kasi if we don't have that option to actually pay for this, sana na nakikinig yung Ubisoft Philippines. If they really want to thrive in the Philippine market, selling their games, they have to open these options. Sa mga yung mga pay options natin, yung mga mga bayad center, yung mga ganyan. So i-open nila yung mga games nila diyan, lalo na pag magtatayo ka ng subscription service, 'di ba? They have Uplay. And you can buy games in Uplay. So why not make Uplay available in like Cebuana Lulier na pwede ka magbayad dyan. 7-Eleven.
Doon sa bayad center.
Oo, di ba? Kasi kung
Touchpay.
Exactly, kung nakakapagbayad nga ng bills sa ngayon, they have like they bring like thousands of pesos with them. So magkano lang ba ang isang game? Di ba?
Meron na nga Steam dun sa
Oo, sa inyo, di ba?
Dun sa tawag dyan, sa bayad center na touchpay na yan. Nako.
Oo.
Every Steam card na.
Every quincenas, pipindot ka lang.
Buti sana kung every quincenas. Paano kung palaging may bagong pre-order ka agad. Kumakain ka, iniisip mo, bibilin ko ba yung pre-order? Tapos hindi mo alam, yung kamay mo nandun, wala na, nabili mo na.
Babalik-balik ka pa bawat break mo.
Oo, di ka. Ano ba, bilhin ko ba? Ako, hindi lang. Walang pang Starbucks. Hindi, sige, bilhin mo na.
So, yan. I mean, yun yung mga, on a local setting, yan yung mga nakikita natin. That's why we don't worry that much when it comes to these businesses. Pero at the same time, gaming companies are not opening up in the Philippines. Recently, we have an issue, di ba, yung, what do you call this? Si Kuya, sa Gran Turismo, di ba? So, kailangan pa niyang mag-serve.
Oo, tama.
Oo. Kasi wala tayong sariling service. Why? Because the market is shut. Di ba? Wala kang options and all that, di ba? Balang araw, paplanuhin namin, mga listeners, gagawa kami ng puro kalaro na para magbayad kayo. Sige, gagawa kami ng mga pay system para bayaran yan. Kukumbinsin namin yung mga yung mga Sony tsaka Xbox ay magtayo ng server sa Pilipinas. Ang lawak ng mga palayan dito, binabaha lang, pero pwede kayo magtayo ng server dyan.
Pwede.
Diba? Dami naming hindi nagagawang building, sa inyo na. Yan.
Bilhin niya na. Discount prices.
Maraming condemned building sa tenement. Gawin yung server farm nyo. Malaking pera yan, di ba? Pero yun nga, it actually helps the country in totality. Kasi nga, more servers, meaning more place or storage for us, more speed, the infrastructure of the internet right now will have to keep up. Kasi ngayon, hindi na pinag-uusapan kung mabagal ang internet sa Pilipinas kasi marami ng players. So, marami ng options. Ngayon may mga ganito na. Meron kaming podcast ngayon. Kaya na natin gawin to. Before, hindi natin kaya to. May mga streamers na tayo na Pilipino. We've had them before in the previous episodes. So, nag-i-improve na tayo as a country when it comes to delivering these types of services, online services to. Hindi kami kailangan maghanap ng airtime sa channel, sa ibang mga local channels natin, di ba? So we have this,
or sa radio.
You have this at your disposal and it's free. It's for your consumption, entertainment to and everything. And at the same time, I hope today we've also been informative pagdating sa mga to. So yun, if we rally behind these causes to go against these types of and to improve the service payment systems and all that, gaganda rin talaga yung natin, yung gaming industry natin, di ba?
Tsaka susunod, gagawa na rin tayo ng sarili nating games. Diba?
Exactly. We only have a few players there pagdating sa Philippine gaming. I hope we have them online. Si JD, which is friend ko yan sa Facebook so nakausap ko yan dati. So from Zeno Games. So they've already released the local game that we have. So I hope we have them to explain kung gaano ba kahirap tong local industry natin. Interesado ba yung local market, or do we have to, like OFWs, look to other countries to buy our products? So, yon yung medyo mahirap ngayon pagdating sa business models when it's applied to local scene. So, yon. Anything else to add, guys?
Yun nga, I want to add to that. I am pro helping the country dito sa game development. I think we have the means, we have the artists, we can also do our own games.
Napakatalentado ng Pinoy, di ba?
Na hindi free to play hindi yung pay to win.
Pay to win.
I'd rather pay for a good game. And if it's free to play, I'm willing to pay basta maganda, to support developers. If the game is good. Ako ganun lang. Pero kung if it's pay to win yun, tama yun, medyo out na ako pag nakita kong pay to win siya. I'd rather pay $60 on a great game. Parang gano'n.
Totoo. I mean, that's true. Kasi syempre, it has to be worth it. Lalo na tayo dito sa Pilipinas, it has to be worth it, diba? Pero soon, I hope we can just kasi tulad niya, Steam has already peso, 'di ba? Incorporated kung magkano. So pwede ka na magbayad ng mga local ATMs like video and all that. They accept that. Walang issue, 'di ba? Tsaka yung mga ATMs natin ngayon, they're already upgrading to have yung may mga SIM card na sila, 'di ba? So yun. So ano siya, minsan may tie-up na siya sa Mastercard and Visa and all that, with being being a ATM lang, which also acts as a debit card. So pwede natin itong gamitin online. So sa mga young mga yappies natin dyan, nagsa-start sa mga trabaho nila, mga call center and everything, you guys have your options and everything. Go ahead and support the local industry. Not just the local gaming industry, but also international gaming industry. Kasi it also boils down to us. Pag nakita nilang, ang laki ng sales sa Pilipinas na lately, di ba? So, why don't we go ahead and introduce sa market nila? So, kailangan, katulad ng Sony and everything, pag nakita nila, bibili ng PS4 games. So, marami na silang market. Bigyan na natin sila ng sariling server, di ba?
Tingnan mo si Ubisoft nandito na. Nakita na nila.
Exactly.
Diba? Ubisoft, hello.
Hello, Ubisoft again.
Kulang na lang makita tayo.
Oo nga.
Pupunta tayo sa Santa Rosa.
Sana.
No, pero hindi, obviously Ubisoft won't be here if they don't see the potential of the market, diba? They're here because they know the Philippines is upcoming game hub.
Disclose ang katutak na IT ang walang trabaho.
Kailangan lang si Ubisoft. Nandiyan na siya. So now, if you like gaming, if it's a hobby, it could be work as well na. Hindi, you can earn na. Di ba, we're earning working for gaming companies. The people who make the games, they earn money, diba? So ngayon industry na siya, hindi lang siya puro kalaro na like before.
Tsaka ngayon binabayaran ng mga tao, naglalaro lang sila. Kumukuha lang sila ng camera, pinapanood lang sila maglaro ng ibang tao, may pera na sila. I mean, you listen to our previous episode.
Yung trabaho ko, nanonood lang YouTube tsaka Facebook. Hirap na hirap ako manood ng YouTube. Napakahirap na trabaho. Hindi, my job was in marketing, so I had to be like on top of all the gaming stuff. So that's a job.
Exactly.
If you're marketing gaming, diba?
That's your job.
You love gaming. Doon ka maghanap. Well, and you earn a lot na. Ngayon, iba na yung land.
Yep, iba na talaga. So, for those who are still thinking na parang, gaming, hobby lang yan or what? No, it's not. There are really people here who are earning millions of not just pesos, but also dollars when it comes to the gaming industry. Diba? So, yeah. Yun lang yung kailangan yung gawing example that it's not a joke anymore. It's a serious business and an industry na hindi lang po laro. Kung sila traditionalist na akala nila nagwo-work pa rin yung mga previous jobs, napapalitan na sila unti-unti ng mga automated services. Di ba? So, yeah, you don't have to worry about it if you guys are worrying na parang, ay, kasi gaming lang naman laro-laro. Pero you can be serious about it. It can lead to success eventually. And it can make you the right choice. Lalo na pag hindi ka pa college, high school ka pa lang.
May degrees na in gaming, di ba?
Exactly. Kahit normal IT development lang, ganyan. Ubisoft right now is looking for level designers, yung mga lahat yan, puro mga gaming languages yan na kailangan mong aralin and all that. System yan, mag-aral ka ng IT. Kukunin ka ng mga companies na yan, nasa gaming industry ka na. Diba?
No, sobra na talagang suporta natin kay Ubisoft, ha?
Oo nga eh. Ito lang si Ubisoft, hindi tayo pinapansin eh. Pero yun, okay. So we won't keep you anymore. Alright, thank you for listening on this episode. And again, like I said, huwag masyadong puro kalaro. You have a great day now.